Morning students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So let me start a new topic in history. Today we will start the new chapter in history, that is chapter number 7, Revolt of 1857. In this chapter we discuss about the reasons of the revolt of 1857, about the spread, limitations and causes of the failure of the revolt, and about the Queen's proclamation in 1858. So let me start the topic. As we read in the previous chapter, the rule of company and its policies gave the rise to the discontent among the farmers, artisans, kings and nobles and the sepoys. There were occasional revolts against the British in different parts of the country. Most of the revolts were, however, local in the nature and were easily suppressed by the British. Lord Canning succeeded Lord Dalhousie as the Governor General in 1856. His tenure proved to be a turning point in the history of India. In this chapter, we shall read about the rebellion in the army and the spread of the movement. The process of conquest made virtually all sections of the Indian society turn against the British. The rulers were angered by the annexation of their territories and the noblemen by the loss of their zamidaris. The craftsmen resented the new trade policies which exposed them to unequal and hence unfair foreign competition. The peasants could not bear the exploitative system of land revenue administration, and the sepoys detested certain British regulations which hurt their religious sentiments. People expressed their anger through the various protests and the revolts. See students, here a timeline is also given, तो ये आपको काफ़ी हेल्प करेगी एंटायर चैप्टर के पॉइंट वाइज, डेट वाइज, इवन डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ रिवॉल्ट्स को समझने के लिए. सो जस्ट लुक इनटू योर बुक. लेट वी स्टार्ट द फर्स्ट पैरा. The period from 1757 till 1857 saw the extension of the British power and the economic exploitation. It created the Indian ruling elite and the masses, which resulted in several local uprisings. By the mid-19th century, the regional Nawabs and the kings lost their authority in the rural areas. Both peasants and the zamindars were unhappy with the system of revenue collection. The revolt of 1857 was accumulation of the rising wave of antagonism against the British rule. It shook very foundations of British rule, seen by the historians as the first war of independence. See, the revolt of 1857 was result the certain deep root cause. The immediate cause was provided by the Indian soldier. Let's take a look of these causes. See students, according to this para, the first real challenge to British authority came in the form of popular revolt in 1857. It began with the mutiny of the soldier but was soon joined by all sections of the Indian society. The revolt was a result of the numerous grievances of the people against the oppressive British rule. In order to underpay the importance of the event, British historians refers it as only a sepoy mutiny, that is, one in which only the sepoys were involved. However, the revolt was so widespread and popular in nature that it would be appropriate to call it the first war of independence. So students, let's start our first topic, that is causes, different kinds of causes. So the first cause is political cause. So let me start. The expansionist policies and intentions of the British created a sense of fear, suspension and resentment among the rulers of the Indian states. See the first topic. Lord Dalhousie's policy of doctrine of lapse was resented by the ruling class because it curbed their rights of the adoption. Annexation of Jhansi, Satara and Nagpur under the doctrine of lapse created great resentment. See the next topic. The Hindu as well as the Muslims were against the British due to the annexation of Awadh. As a result of annexation, the ruler were forced to disband the soldier. See the next topic. Disrespect shown by the British to the last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar also angered some people. And the next, the British excluded the Indian from all high civil and military jobs which were reserved for the Englishmen in the army. The highest post which was an Indian could get was that of a subedar at rupee 60 or 70 per month. The highest post of the civil service for which the Indian could qualify was that of a Sadar Amen, that is the name of the person who was paid rupee 500 a month. Kitni salary? Just only 500 rupee a month. The education Indians felt dissatisfied as they had hoped to get more employment in the government jobs. See students, according to this factor, the most important cause of the popular discontent was the British policy of economics exploitation in India. This hurts all sections of the society. The peasants suffered due to high revenue demands and after the strict revenue collection policy. Artisans, craftsmen were ruined by the large-scale influx of cheap British manufactured goods into India, which in turn made their handmade goods uneconomical to produce. People who made a living by following religion and culture pursuits lost their source of livelihood due to the withdrawal of the royal patronage caused by the displacement of the old ruling classes. A corrupt and insufficient administration added to the ministers of his people, of the common people. And see students, the British policy of annexation led to the displacement of a large number of rulers and chiefs. That is, the policies of the subsidiary alliances and doctrine of lapse angered the rulers of the society. According to the doctrine of lapse, if the ruler of the subordinate state died without any heir, his adopted son was not allowed to occupy the throne and the state was annexed by the British Empire in India. Rani Lakshmi Bai was not allowed to adopt a son and Nana Sahib, adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II, became bitter enemies of the British. They led the revolts in their respective regions against the British rule. See students, डॉक्ट्राइन ऑफ लैप्स का एग्जाम्पल आपने काफ़ी टीवी सीरियल्स और मूवीज़ में भी देखा होगा. काफ़ी सारी मूवीज़ आई हैं रानी लक्ष्मीबाई बेस्ड पे. एंड अनदर पॉइंट इज़ हियर द ब्रिटिश एक्सक्लूडेड द इंडियन फ्रॉम द हाई सिविल एंड मिलिट्री जॉब्स. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इंडियन सोल्जर्स को क्या पोस्ट मिलता था? सूबेदार. जैसे कि एक मूवी का एग्जाम्पल देखा है हमने, आप सब ने देखा होगा कि लाइक द मूवी केसरी, ठीक है, सबसे हाई पोस्ट रही है ओनली एंड ओनली सूबेदार. इससे ज़्यादा हाई पोस्ट इंडियन सोल्जर्स को ब्रिटिश सोल्जर्स के कंपैरिजन में नहीं दी जाती थी और कंपैरेटिव टू दैम देयर सैलरी इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी लो. सो स्टूडेंट्स, लेट्स कम टू द अनदर टॉपिक, दैट इज़ द इकोनॉमिक कॉज. The primary motive of the political domination of India by the British was its economic exploitation. The British utilized their political power for exploiting the economic resources and wealth of the India for the benefit of Britain. In this process, it created widespread discontentment. So here come some points. Let we see. Point number 1, the trade interest of the British resulted in the destruction of Indian cottage industry. इंडिया में मोस्टली हाई स्केल लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्री नहीं थी. उस टाइम क्या था? कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज, यानी छोटे लेवल की इंडस्ट्रीज थी. ब्रिटिश रूल का काफ़ी बड़ा इफेक्ट पड़ा था इन कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज पर. सी द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. The revenue policy of the British destroyed the self-sufficient village economy with its emphasis on the commercialization of agriculture. लाइक ब्रिटिशर्स का ओनली एंड ओनली मोटिव था कि इंडियंस को, इंडियन फार्मर्स, पीजर्स को क्या प्रॉफिट हो रहा है उस पर फोकस नहीं था. उन्होंने खुद के ऊपर फोकस किया. लाइक दे फोर्स इंडियन फार्मर्स टू क्रॉप ओनली कैश क्रॉप्स लाइक इंडिगो, लाइक जूट, जिनसे उनको कमर्शियल बेनिफिट ज़्यादा हो. सी द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. Indian peasants, weavers, craftsmen were forced to work according to the desires of the servants of the company and in return received very little remuneration. Next points. Machine-made products from England flooded the Indian market and created unemployment among the artisans and craftsmen. We know this thing. Indians जो थे वो mostly हाथ की बनी हुई कारीगरी पे ज़्यादा काम करते थे और at the place of handwork ब्रिटिशर्स ने मशीनरी इंट्रोड्यूस की और इंडिया के मार्केट से रॉ मटेरियल सस्ते में खरीद कर इन मशीन से लाइक जितने भी अपने प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उनको बनाकर इंडियन मार्केट में ही सस्ते दामों पर बेचा. ठीक है, तो उससे हम इंडियंस को डबल लॉस हुआ, यानी कि हमारा रॉ मटेरियल ब्रिटिशर्स ने सस्ते माल में सस्ते पैसों में ख़रीदा और हमारी ही चीज़ों से बना हुआ प्रोडक्ट लाकर हमारे ही मार्केट में हम ही को बेच दिया, तो हमको इससे काफ़ी ज़्यादा नुकसान हुआ था. दैट इज़, सी द लास्ट पॉइंट. The ruination of the Indian industry increased the pressure on the agriculture, which led to further deterioration of the condition of peasants and people in general. See, now let's come to the next topic, students. The next topic is social and religious cause. A serious cause of discontentment among all classes of Indian was that they become the apprehensive of the intentions of the British concerning their religion. Some of the reasons of suspension were distrust included here. See, students, here point number 1, the Charter Act of 1813 had allowed the missionaries to enter in India. Many Indians feared that the English were attempting to convert them all in Christianity. Another point, certain laws passed by the company's government, including useful socialization like the abolition of sati, female infanticide, and encouragement of widow remarriage, were considered as unnecessary interference by the British in social customs of Indian society. And see the last point, the feelings of the people were hurt further by the taxes that were imposed upon the land on which temples and mosques were built. The British generally looked down upon the Indians and considered them to be inferior. This attitude furled resentment against the British rule. See, students, the social reformers introduced by the British were looked upon with suspicious by the conservative sections of the Indian society. The practice of sati was abolished, widow remarriage were legalized, and the Western education was imparted to women. All these reforms were looked upon an example of interference in the social life of the Indian people. The Indians faced social discrimination due to the British attitude of racial superiority, which also led to much resentment. And according to the religious factor, a major cause of the outbreak of the revolt was fear among the people that British government was determined to destroy their religion. The Christian missionaries began to convert the Indians to क्रिश्चियनिटी. एक तो ये हुआ, ऑब्वियसली आज भी अगर इंडियन सोसाइटी के लोगों के धर्म के ऊपर कोई बात आती है तो आज भी हम लड़ने को तैयार हो जाते हैं. तो हम सोचो उस टाइम कितने कंजर्वेटिव, कितने नैरो माइंडेड थे. तो हमारी धर्म, हमारी परंपराओं में अगर कोई इंटरफेयर करेगा तो क्या हम बर्दाश्त करेंगे? नहीं. एक तो ये रीज़न था, और दूसरा ये रीज़न था कि लाइक इंडियंस को, हमको ये डर भी हो गया था, और ब्रिटिशर्स क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज़ के अकॉर्डिंग काफ़ी सारे हिंदूज़ को ब्रिटिश रिलीजन में कन्वर्ट कर रहे थे. द इंक्रीजिंग एक्टिविटीज़ ऑफ द क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज़ एंड द एक्चुअल conservations made by them were taken as a proof of their fear. The policy of taxation lands belonging to the temples and mosques further aggraved the situation. The belief that their religion was under the threat united all sections of the society against the common enemy. And who is the common enemy? The common enemy is the British rule. To another topic, that is the military cause. See, students, the sepoys in a colonial army were unhappy with many rules and regulations imposed by the British soldier, shared the feeling with the civilians that the British were bent upon destroying their religion. There were some causes of the resentment were, point number 1 is here. The soldier of the Bengal army mostly belonged to Awadh, and they felt indigent when Awadh was annexed to the British territory. See the next point. In September 1856, a general order was passed by which all the new recruits were asked to take an oath that they would go to fight for Britain at any place wherever required. It confirmed their suspension towards the intention of the British, because in that case they were liable to undergo sea travel, which for some was prohibited in the region. See here, the another point is, next point. Sepoy were not paid any extra remuneration or bhatta, were fighting in the distant places. They were not assigned any honor or reward after the success in the battle, as had been the case under the service of native rulers. And the last point is, Sepoys were also paid very low salaries. This was not sufficient to fulfill their daily needs. See students, according to the military factors, Indian soldiers formed 7/8 of the total British troops in India. As they were an integral part of the Indian society, they too suffered two consequences of the oppressive British rule. There was a feeling of discontent and unrest among the Indian soldier. The sepoys had many grievances against the British. The Indian sepoys were looked upon as inferior beings and treated with contempt by the British officers. They were paid much less than the British soldiers. They had no chance to promotion to the higher army posts which were reserved for the British. And there were other specific and more immediate cause for the discontent amongst the sepoys. The annexation of Awadh inflamed their strong feelings against the foreign rule. They were also influenced by the general fear that their religion was in danger. The other that the forbid that religion was in danger. The other that forbid that the sepoy were wearing caste and sectarian marks hurt their sentiment deeply. So also the Act 1816, which required the new recruits to travel overseas if needed. The Hindu sepoys resented this, as according to the popular Hindu belief, travel across the sea led a loss of caste. Another cause of the sepoy discontentment was the withdrawal of the foreign services allowance. It is called bhatta also, which the sepoy were getting for fighting outside the country. Students, let's come to the another paragraph, that is immediate cause. Before 1857, both the civilians and the soldier were in a mood to revolt against the British. In 1856, the British introduced the Enfield rifle in the army and the soldiers were trained to use them. The soldier had to bite off the greased pepper before loading the cartridge in a gun. At this time, it was believed that the grease used in the cartridge was made from the fat of cow and pigs. Both Hindu and Muslim soldiers refused to use the greased cartridge as it hurts their religious sentiments. Obviously, students, the new rifle, the Enfield rifle, which was introduced by the British, जिसका जो greased cartridge है, उसको मुंह से खोलना पड़ता था और वो किससे बना होता था? It was said that that was made up of with the fat of pig and cow. अब हम उसको मुंह से कैसे खोल सकते हैं? गाय हम हिंदुओं के लिए माता है, माता के समान है, और पिग्स को मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी वो भी उसको like that, it is not justify for those people. So when most of the people refused the proposal, the soldiers, they restored the revolt. That's why the primary and the immediate cause of the revolt was the introduction of the greased cartridge in the army. ये जो लाइक ग्रीस्ड कार्टरिज, ये जो राइफल इंट्रोड्यूस हुई थी, इसने मतलब इमिडिएटली लोगों में इतना ज़्यादा गुस्सा भर दिया था कि टाइम और डेट जो हमने 1857 के रिवॉल्ट के अकॉर्डिंग डिसाइड किया था ना, उससे पहले ही लोगों ने गुस्से में आकर इस रिवॉल्ट को शुरू कर दिया था. Discontent and the resentment against the British rule had been growing among the Indians for a long time. By 1857, the stage was set up for massive revolt. Early, a spark was needed to set it afire. And what was the spark? The spark came from the greased rifle. Okay, that greased rifle, a new rifle, the Enfield rifle, was introduced in the army. Its cartridge were covered with greased pepper. Before loading the cartridge into the rifle, the soldier had to bite and end the cartridge with their teeth. God knows it's a rumor or a reality that the grease was made of cow and a pig fat. Both the Hindu and a Muslim refused to use them, as cow is sacred to the Hindus and the pig is detestable to the Muslims. Both these communities were engaged at such a blatant attempt to harm their religion. This incident, popularly known as the greased cartridge incident, later became the immediate cause of the revolt of 1857. So student, that's all for today. Rest of the chapter we will complete in the next video. See here students, a map is also given here, major centers of the revolt of 1857. So here आप इस map को भी ध्यान से देखिएगा, and it's enough for today. So enjoy your day and good day.